Hey everybody, this is Stacey, and happy Monday. I am the owner and operator of SF Johnson Consulting and Construction Services. Been doing this now for 15 years, and before that I was a construction defect litigation adjuster, helping contractors not get sued. Okay, and so today I share my valuable skills with people out there. Since COVID and the great resignation, many contractors started out on their own to do, and they know how to do the work, but sometimes the technical part is very difficult. So that's why I am here to help you with the technical part. So beginning Saturday, I have chosen a new platform where every day, Monday through Saturday, I discuss a different topic related to different aspects or different sets of plans. And Mondays are for the A plans. All right, so on Mondays, we're gonna go over something that either estimating related, basics related, project management related, questions someone has asked me, or just things I think you should know that are valuable. And today, we're gonna talk about the views. Who knows what I mean when I say the views? Take a minute and think about it. Not many people know. So today, you're gonna learn. Now, let's start it off this way. If you think of a set of plans as the pictorial representation of a project, and you think about the specifications as the book written to tell you how to put those pictures together, those are the only things that the architect, the engineers have to show you how to properly put the project together, how to properly either build new walls, put on a new roof finish, whatever it is. All we have are pictures and the specifications. And so it's important that we interpret the symbols and lines and abbreviations that the architect provides for us so we can flow through from sheet to sheet to sheet, and you know that you're not missing anything. And so the typical flow, when you're looking at your set of plans, for instance, and I always start with the framer, because the framer not only needs to know how many linear feet the plans are, or the walls are, I'm sorry, how many linear feet a wall is, but they need to know the height. And the way that they see the height is by looking at the section view. And then sometimes the section view will take you to the detail view. And though it's very important to know how to flow through that. So you go from plan view to section view to detail view, and then it may take you back to another section view that takes you to another detail view to give you a full, comprehensive understanding how a wall is built, how exterior pavers are applied with the plywood and the building paper and all that stuff. And you have to understand what you're looking at and how to be directed to each of the pages. And so whether you're a framer, roofer, you work on concrete, you do foundations, you do masonry walls, you do whatever, you have to have a good understanding on how to flow through the views, okay? And so this short video, we're gonna talk about the 4 views, the symbols related to each, and who needs each. And so like I said, I always like to start with the framer, because it's very important that the framer understands, because the floor plan, which is the plan that tells us all the new walls that are erected from the floor up, gives us all the symbols we need pretty much to understand the 4 views. Now, the most basic of the views, that's the plan view. And so plans, send me the plans, that kind of stuff is pretty much a misnomer, where plan is a particular way that you're looking at the sheet. The plan view, which is what we're looking at now, is the view from above. It's the most basic of the views. It's the view as if you're flying in a helicopter. They took off the roof of the building, and now you're looking down into the building. With the plan view, the framer is able to determine, looking at the plan and the wall tags that are associated with each of the walls, they can use a good tool, or the dimensions that are on the plan can be used to determine how many linear feet of the wall, each wall you have. But you have to know how the height of the wall. And that's when we go to the second of the views, which is the section view. The section view has a section view marker, which is, I like to say, it's his little round head. He has a hat, a leg, and a foot. And the section view marker goes through each of the walls or a wall at a section. So it breaks down all of your walls into sections. And why? Because the wall at the window is built different than the wall that has no window, is built different than the wall that has a door. And so for the architect to show the framer how the vertical measure of wall is built, you need to look at the section view. And again, how we look at this, the section view, a lot of symbols. This is a section view marker. And how we read it is that what this is telling the framer is that if you want to see how the wall is built at wall or window A, you're going to go to image or picture number 1 on page A426. And what that does, and we're going to do it, image number 1, A46. Where are my section views? Did I already? Oh. Okay, here we go. I did mark them off. What did I say? 426, image number 1. Okay. And so now this is a section view. These are all section views of the wall. And so let me go back, because how I like to explain it. Let me go back to the floor plan. And so again, we are going to look, this section view marker down here, 1 over A426 is the same as this section view right here, 1 over A426. And what that tells the framer is that the walls are built the same. Okay, and the section view will go, it will position itself where it makes sense. And so this section view tells us, oh, this is how the wall is built at the door. This is right in the middle of the window. So this is telling me you're going to go to that section view to look at your vertical measure so you can determine the height of the wall under the window, above the window, on the side of the window, all of that. So let's go back. So how you read that is image number 1 on page A426, and it's as if, you want to imagine what a section view shows you. It's as if this leg right here is a knife, and we use his leg, and we cut the wall at the section, and we separate both ends, and now we're standing where his leg knife is. And so that's pretty much the interpretation of what you'll be seeing 426. Okay, so plan view, we were up here looking down. So this is the section view. So now I use the section view to do a couple of good things. I can use the section view again to tell me the height of the window or the stud height I need under the window, above the window. The roofer needs a section view because now it tells us the thickness of his roof membrane, or that it is a roof membrane as opposed to shingles or something else, or metal roof. It gives us all of the details about the roof, not only the roof, but the framer gets information from the section view, the insulation professional gets information from the section view. Okay, so the section view is vital. That's the second of the views. First view, plan view, second view, section view. See, and even within a section view, we have another section view. So the architect is saying there's something about this intersection where it's going through, where the window and the brick paver meet, that you need to, in the window, brick pavers, frame, all that meet, that you need to look at image number 8 on page A600. We're not going to go there now. We're going to go to the third of the views, which is a detailed view. Detailed view looks like a section view, but it's not. There's no hat, there's no leg, there's no foot. But same concept applies as to what the architect is trying to tell you. That, and this is called a detail call out. There are 2 of them here. There's one here and one there. And what is this telling us? It's saying that anything within the circle, anything within the call out, if your trade is within this circle, you need to go to image number 5 on page A600 to see what is not here that you need to be concerned about. Because again, the architect can't put everything on one sheet. So what do? They do a plan view, then they do a section view, and then they do a detail view to give you even more detailed information about the construction of something about the intersection of this window and the lower part of the wall. Okay, so we're gonna go there, and that is the third of the views. Plan view, section view, 3, detail view. So we'll go to image number 5 on page A600. Okay, image number 5 that's 9 here. And this is image number 5. Okay, so what's it telling us? If this is your trade, if you're the caulking professional, that your trade was within that circle. If you are doing any portion of the window, your trade was in that circle. So it's telling you about your flashing. Okay, all of that. That brick paver and the exterior portion of the wall was in that circle. So yes, it's telling you, don't forget the 15-pound felt membrane and the plywood for the stone veneer. Okay, so that's the third of the views. Those are the views that are required for construction. Plan view, section view, detail view. What is not required so much for construction, but for the finished trades, are the fourth of the views, which is called the interior or exterior elevation view. The interior elevation view shows you the interior of, it shows you all the walls from floor to ceiling, of what the finishes should be on each of the walls, and each room should have a section view. So let's go to the floor plan. There is a symbol. No, actually, we go to the finished floor plan. In the finished floor plan, it shows you all the finishes on the floor, but the symbol for the elevation view is much like the section view marker, but there's no leg and no foot. And they point in 4 different directions, because the job of the interior elevation is to show you all of the finishes on whatever wall the tip of the arrow is pointing to. So if we look at image number 9 on page A120, we're gonna see all of the finishes that go all along this wall, okay? And not this wall, because the tip of the arrow is pointing forward. It's not pointing that way. So this one actually would be the section view for here and this portion. See, this room has 4, 1, 2. You should have a north, south, east, west elevation marker, because you want to see the finishes on each of the 4 walls. Okay, and so again, we'll go to interior. That's the 4th of the views. Interior elevations. I'm sorry, that's interior detail. Okay, interior elevation, again, it's not for the construction, because the wall's already built, the window's already in. It's really for all of the finished trades, so they can accurately measure how many square feet, linear feet of wall base, paint, chair rail, whatever. Okay, so that is, if you don't understand how to interpret the views, you don't understand how to read a set of plans, and you may make a mistake. So I hope in some way this helped clear it up. Make sure to visit me, take a class. We'd love to have you in a class. We have new classes on basics, estimating, project management, how to get your license every week. And make sure to join, subscribe, like, and tell me what you think about this. This is Stacey with SF Johnson Consulting and Construction Services, and I'll see you soon.